Hello Amazon.com and the rest of the interwebs. My name is Beau and I review all sorts of fantastic things here across the internet. Today I am coming to you, my wonderful materialistic minions, with the KATA I3s. This is a smartphone. Believe it or not, it's only $150. Last I checked on Amazon.com. Prices go up and down, but if you could get this for under $200, definitely the best possible bang for your buck that you can get a smartphone for. If you look very carefully, it is really, it's designed to be an iPhone knockoff, at least in my humble opinion. If I hold it up to the iPhone 5s right here, you'll see that, well, it's definitely bigger, so they've got that going for them. More closer to the size of the iPhone 6 Plus, but you'll see right there that the back is, you know, they've got the little design. Even the box that it comes in, it's very iPhone-y, is it not? The only difference is, instead of spending upwards of $500 to $600 for an iPhone, you're spending $150 for the an unlocked phone. Now do keep in mind that this takes a SIM card, and basically you just pop open the back and you just peel it open like so. Very, very easy. And then you put the battery right there as well as the SIM card. Very, very simple. And I've been testing this extensively for the last few days. And well, first of all, my first impression is it's dirt cheap. So it's got that going for them, but also the battery life. Now this may seem very, very trivial, but I need to charge my iPhone every single day. Granted, I use it quite a bit. This has been on for several days, and it's still at 85% battery life. That's quite incredible. So right now you would probably like a close-up look, a small little demonstration of the KATA I3s. And so I'm gonna just kind of pop it right there, right below me, and we can see that first of all you have to unlock it, and you can swipe from side to side and rearrange all of these icons if you'd like. Now regarding the touch sensitivity compared to an iPhone, I would say there's slight latency. So sometimes you try to click something and you have to actually click it again in order to actually make it work. That of course is, you know, something that you can't be too picky on, because of course it is $150. But just keep in mind that this isn't like instant, you know, you touch something and it goes. You have to be very basically precise. You have to be intentional. That's the right word. Thank you. Got to be intentional with that. So if we were to go home right there, let's see, if we were to click on that, we can slide around. You can change the wallpaper if you'd like. Let's change it to black hole right there, and we're going to set that wallpaper. So as you can see, it's fairly responsive right there. But let's take a look at some of the apps right there. You can open up email. I don't have email set up, but you can see that it's fairly responsive right there. Let's go into Facebook if you'd like. And you can kind of see me moving it around like so. As you can see, slight delay, but really if you're intentional it will work just fine. There's the messenger right there, and you can type. Excellent, cool. Once again, this is just a down and dirty tour of this thing, and there are more apps right there. You have everything from file manager to YouTube to videos, voice recorder. As you can see, there is a whole slew of possible apps right there. There's even FM radio. However, you need to plug in the earphones for this. And yes, in the box it does come with some earphones, which once again are are very Apple iPhone-y. And I do not believe that that is a mistake. They, of course, are up against their biggest competitor, which is most likely Apple. And that's the end right there. As you can see, it doesn't actually continue. However, I can go into contacts, and that's me right there, Beau. Swipe this way, that way. Let's test the camera, because the camera, I'd say, is one of the coolest features on this guy. you'll notice that the camera right there, right next to the iPhone 5s, is quite comparable. Very impressed with this. So if I go outside and I kind of put the iPhone right next to this little i3s, you'll see that yeah, it gives it a run for its money right there. Pretty neat. All right, back to the actual phone right here. I would like to point out the fish market, which seems a little silly, but we're gonna click on that and you can see that there are actually quite a few cool apps on here if you want to illegally download things using torrents. Camera zoom effects, so there's a whole host of games right here accessible from the quote fish market. And for example, let's just click on Instagram and we're going to click download, and it is going to download right there. What's cool about this is that as it's downloading, you can actually hit the home button and it will download in the background and it will notify you when it is finished. Lastly, we're going to check out the phone right here, and if in fact I were to dial 911 and hit go, it would call it. Obviously I'm not going to do that right now, but very, very generous screen size, huge display, and oops, I think it just finished downloading. It didn't call 911, did it? No, it didn't. Alright, let's find out where that app is that I just downloaded. It's gonna take me a while to find it. Nope, not there. Oh, there's a picture of my cat Splat. That's pretty cute. And oh, there's a very nice. Hey, look it, that's me. Nice. What if we were to complete action using video player? Always. Oh, that's very PC-esque. Interesting. So this is front facing right there. What if I do this? Ah, and it flips around like so. Hey, that is pretty darn cool. And here we are testing the front-facing camera, looking directly into the camera of this little Android right here. And now we are going to tip it over into landscape mode right there, up there, and then down there. I don't know what it looks like. And once again, this is the front-facing camera, and we're gonna cut it. All right. Lastly, here is just a brief breakdown of what the outside looks like. You have the volume up buttons right there. You have the power button right over yonder, and nothing up top. Very, very simple. Well, obviously, except for the charging ports, as well as the port right there for your headphones, which, yes, of course, the headphones are included in this. Bottom is very, very simple. They really hit the nail right on the head with this thing, with the design. I'm very impressed that they were able to get to make these things for just $150. That really blows my mind. Honestly, this thing should be twice as much. So if in fact you're looking for a very decently priced, surprisingly powerful smartphone, this is definitely for you. If in fact you can afford the iPhone or a more expensive Android unit device, then definitely go for that. But this I could definitely see working if you're starting out with iPhones or something like that. And also if you want the really large screen size. That I'd say is a huge selling point. So it's a definite 5 out of 5 stars product, and I do want to thank KATA for sending me this phone, for entrusting me with demonstrating and testing this out in the elements. And yes, it withstood my tests. My name is Beau, and I hope that you found this demonstration relatively helpful in deciding whether or not you should buy the KATA I3s.